YVA Trades.
Good morning, trade fanatics, and happy Thursday, the 21st of December, 4 days away from that day when guy in a red suit comes down a chimney. If you don't have a chimney, good luck. I was wondering about that. Anyways, this is phase 5 for me. If you know anything about my trading strategy, you know I've built my account slowly through phases and double my share size every time I get to a new phase. So currently in phase 5, about 14 days in, up over $5,000. Small green day yesterday. And I really didn't feel a lot. I didn't really see a lot yesterday to trade, guys. I just like, and it's the same thing this morning, except for there is one stock that we can look at. So the market yesterday took itself a good old-fashioned dump, and you can see on the daily time frame here, as we rejected from this level up here and broke the low of the day before. Nice big sell-off, and the line in the sand here is 467.43. This is SPY that I'm looking at. If you're wondering, oh my gosh, I'm not even at a screen where you can see it. How about this? How do you like that? Now you can see it. Big rejection, broke the low of yesterday, big dump down, and we want to hold this level because if we lose this level with some follow through, we will have ourselves daily, or we will lose our daily uptrend, and we will start looking at weekly consolidation for the first time in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 weeks, something like that. I did notice that we had ourselves an hourly oversold condition. First hourly oversold usually gets bought up on daily consolidation in an uptrend. And so nice bounce, but this is bouncing pre-market. It's not ideal. We'll see though. Last time we had something like that happen, you know, we bounced pre-market and the bulls were able to recover nicely wherever the heck that was. I'm not going to spend a lot of time there. So we're up about halfway at the high, which is a pretty good recovery. We'll see what happens here if the bulls can defend 467.43, which we bounced off of. Okay, so moving on, let's go take a look at the scanners this morning. And at some point today during the live stream, I want to take a look at POL, because POL yesterday made a 600% move. And I'm bummed that I missed it. It was pretty crazy, and I don't know why it did. Okay, so anyways, so SMFL, leading gapper this morning, up 234%. I traded it, made about $133 on that. And let me make sure everything is good here. Okay, so yeah, I traded this one. 850%. Was that off of like the lows of the day before? Yeah, that was just phenomenal. I mean, just crazy move. Let me see. SMFL. I traded this one. We were coming down to here. Where the heck did I get in this at? Oh, it was a bounce off the VWAP. I just fired up the platform, just pulled up the stocks, and I saw this starting to go, and I just jumped in it. You know, nice bounce off the VWAP after stair stepping down here. It's pretty good probability it's gonna at least bounce a little bit. And it did, and I sold up in here. Nice quick little win. So that was it. So SMFL, the thing that worries me on it is I don't, unless you guys can see something here, but I don't see any news on it. And that was the same as yesterday. We had stocks gapping up with no news, and it was like, man, that's not usually something that I like to focus on, but SMFL is our leading gapper. I don't know. I've got it up on my watch list. We'll keep an eye on that. I'm going to freeze this. Gapping up 39%, PRZO. It looks okay on the hourly time frame. We are like sideways here, rejected off the highs of post-market, inside bars on the hourly. So maybe a nice setup here. I don't know. I'll take a look at that one. A bunch of maybes today. I don't have anything specific that I'm excited about. Let me see. SFWL is not, I mean, it's okay on the hourly, but you know, need to see an hourly higher low at some point, you know, move back up towards the highs. I'm not sure on that one. It also doesn't have news. ANNX is it's you know, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just not, it's not tickling my, you know, trading whatever I'm trying to say there. Yeah, it's just maybe due for a bounce, but it's been consolidating, but it's sold off over halfway since the high. So I don't know. MGTX, light on volume. It's a purchase, you know, agreement, and I don't know that this one on the daily doesn't look like it ever really puts in huge moves. I mean, big move here, $8 up to $9.52. That's not huge. I mean, you can certainly, I don't know, daily setup. No, so I like this daily setup here for a bottom. We're trading up at 620, so we're definitely way up here. So nice breakout. Got to see the volume come into it, though. I'm just not feeling it. I'm really not. I'm going to wait for the Hive Day scan to see what comes up. Speaking of that, VNET, what's this? Oop. Yeah, no news on that. Why did it pop? Who knows? ATAK just been down. Look at this on the daily. That's not it. Wow. That mofo is going to bounce one of these days, but I wouldn't, you know, I'm not putting money in there. CIFR, it's an uptrend in the hourly. Check out Hook. Okay, let's check out Hook. Okay, so Hook does have news, some kind of investment from, okay, somebody put money into it. It's still, right now, it's just consolidating on the hourly time frame, trading about mid-range, a little higher than mid-range. Yeah, I don't know, I could watch it. This one's like super cheap, isn't it? $1. That's probably why I didn't see it. I don't usually trade them that cheap, but I have. I just don't typically do it. Got to buy a ton of shares. Usually there's no margin available. So yeah, I guess on Hook, if I was going to trade it, I'd want to see it get up over $1.08 to break out of its 15-minute sideways pattern, get over that hourly level. But even then, I'm not sure if I would touch it. But if you do, though, good luck on it. Yeah, I'll probably leave that alone just because it's cheaper and I can't get margin on it. But good call. Good call. BLNK. So IREN has a cup and handle forming on the hourly time frame. Keep doing that, but I mean to do this. Let's see, so we're trading up around this level, so we need to see a break over 640, sideways choppiness here. So you get over 640, that one looks pretty good. Again, I don't know. What's CCCL do? Okay, did we have like market news this morning? I didn't even check. It's a pretty big reaction to something here. Something happened. Let's see what. Where'd that go? Oh, it's what, earnings? Growth. Yep, you're right. It's earnings. Earring. What? Was that a typo? Is that earring ging? Or were you trying to say earnings? Hearing gang. I'd be curious to see what that means. I'm the king of typos. CCL. Okay. Oh, good earnings. Okay. Yeah, earnings play. Yeah, that's what it shows me here on the news too. CCL. Maybe there's something there. Who knows? I'll put it up on a chart just to keep an eye on it. I don't like that. Got to get over that pre-market high of 1880. That's kind of weird. CCL. Anything with C's, I have a hard time saying it. Oh my gosh, the time is slipping away just like yesterday morning. So just quickly go through these. I'm just going to pass on everything else here for now, I think. Oh, what's happening here on Hive? It doesn't have any news either, but it's got a setup on the hourly. I don't know. SLNH. Okay. Gosh, there's a lot of stocks here, but kind of garbage on most of them. Zim looking for a higher low and higher high on the hourly here. Tightening range. So just a technical setup there. I think that might be mid cap or larger. All right, so here's what I got. So yesterday was the first time that I actually made it for the first 5 minutes with no trades. And today might be another one of those. It's kind of got the same feel to it. PRZO. So it's that hourly inside bar, 15-minute EQ. Support is down here. I'd like to see a bounce off of this level and a move back up. So maybe there's a bounce here first thing. High up at 209. What's the smaller time frames look like on that? We couldn't hold this. $1.71. Again, this one's a cheaper stock. If I was going to do it, I think I would look for an entry down at support. First thing. If I was going to do it. I don't know. Tightening up here on this 5 minute. Are we looking for... this is a lot like POL yesterday with overextended on the hourly and an inside bar up towards the top, and then it tried to break out and then dropped and consolidated for quite some time. So we might see that again here on SMFL. High is up at 317. So the level to hold, is that hourly candle? Well, no, it's the 15-minute pullback. All right, less than a minute to go. So I don't have a trade in mind, really. I'm going to look at support levels to buy off of here, as usual. Got to set up my candle ranges real quick, and good luck today in your trading. MU. If I have time here, I'll take a quick glance at it. $1.20 on that, so 15 seconds here. Oh yeah, MU. Wow, it's a higher price, but maybe I'll have to take a look at it here in a second. Okay, what do we have? PRZO. So I'm going to try it off of support. We'll see if it can hold it. I'll sell half of it. Then I'm going to put my stop down at 159. 1 cent risk, risking $10 on the rest of that position. And I'm just going to see if I can hold it. And hopefully maybe on that 15-minute we'll see a move up through 187. We'll see. Oh, CCL, nice breakout there. I don't trust PRZO enough to hold it, so I'm out. Quick $70. That's fine. So the 1 minute time frame here, we have a candle range of 42 cents. MU is actually taking off as well. The market's coming out of its consolidation on the 1 minute, 5 minute. Yeah, PRZO. I should have held it. There was no... I was risking so little. That would have been worth holding. Oh well. Here's a look at MU on the hourly time frame. Let's see what the 1 minute looks like here. Handle range is okay. I guess I could... Let me see. Yeah, I don't know about MU. I'd have to spend $24,000 just to take one position on it. I'm not sure. That uses up a lot of buying power. Unless I have margin. I think I do. No, I don't. I don't have margin on that. I should have, though. Oh. All right, SMFL breaking that high. Nice move. So the bull's proving a little something there. What is the... daily time frame look like here? Oh, we're trading inside of that big bar. Resistance way up at 565. Let me see here. So we had a break over, closed over 263. Our resistance was 285. Candle range is 30 cents. I'm going to adjust that. So we couldn't close above our pre-market high of 317 here. Still not closing above it. $285. That might have been the level to take the trade on. I thought about it, but I was thinking maybe I might wait for the VWAP. 267. Now that's what I was doing yesterday too. I was kind of waiting for things to drop to where I wanted to buy it, and it wasn't really happening. Mara is bouncing. I think Mara was probably a good short yesterday. It's a little bounce today. So the line in the sand here is 317 to close over. All right, well, that was a really nice bounce. So that was that 15-minute pivot point that we just bounced off of. Right here. Let's cancel this so you can see that. So right here, this pivot point. So we pulled back to that 285 level right here. Look how difficult it is for SMFL to close over 317. So you know when we finally do, that'll be significant. If we do. Put some orders back in down here in case we drop real quick. Maybe I'll get filled. Yeah, Mara had a good setup on that last 1 minute candle. Pulled right back to this trough area. So we had increasing volume on the way up, some lower red volume candles, inside bar here with decreasing volume. Look at CCCL, 5 minute candle, 1874, 1878 area. This is where I'm looking. Either I'm going to buy this down here, or I'm going to wait for it to break out and close over this 317 level, and then I'll try to get a back test after that close. And we have our low of day is down at 253. Still have that 229 level we haven't tested. Went ahead and took a trade on Mara, but I got filled higher than I wanted, even though I put in a limit order. So I got stopped out on that. That's a bummer. Tried to get in right here as it was breaking, but it moved up pretty quick. MSAI. So we have a halt going up. I don't know if I like that so much. Little starter position on CCCL. And then I would add to it if we come down to 1874. I have that limit order there. And PRs, let me see, MSAI and PRZO. So some stocks are bouncing a little here. PRZO was on the 5-day scan, or the gap scan. MSAI just got halted. Okay, something just happened over here. Okay, I got filled on one of my orders. Going to sell half to reduce, to lower my cost basis. I'm still in with one. I'll put a stop down at the low. Something else just got halted. SFWL off the gap scan got halted going down. So I'm going to cancel that limit order to buy. I'll move my stop loss up to the low of 265, up to 263. Hold this and see if this is our 5-minute higher low. And then my plan on this, if it can make a move back up, then if we can close over this level, I'll try to add to this position. $267, $268. Okay. See if it pulls back a little. I'm going to take a little $7, $6 loss on CCCL. Still watching these over here. MSAI is halted. I'm not going to play it for the resumption just because we're not trading above the pre-market highs yet. Still got to get above 863. So I'm going to leave that one alone for now. MU, big red candle here on that first 15 minute. God, 15 minutes is already gone? Jeez. And SFWL. So I need to put something else here because I'm no longer interested in SFWL. If I can find something else. What do we have going on here? So let's get rid of these lines. Zoom in on this. We had our 5-minute move up, looking for a 5-minute higher low. This one we gave back more than 50%. So I don't know if we get back up to the highs on that one. We weren't able to close above that 285 breakout level on the 15. So I got filled on another order there. Filled and stopped out at the same time. That's interesting. So this one's breaking out too soon. I wanted to see it pull back a little more to my order entry here. So I'll put my stop loss back down here, 260 on this one. See if that holds, risking $26. Okay, well, a little bummed out I missed this trade. ANNX. Okay, there's something I'll... Yeah, sure, why not? It, looks like it's an upgrade. Got to get above the VWAP. I took myself out of SMFL. It's kind of a broken pattern, so I'll just hang tight for a bit. Sitting at $1 on the day, so far a break-even day for me. ANNX, buying it off of that support level. We're not quite trading above the VWAP yet. And I'm long CCL. Better sell half of ANNX, and I'll put my stop loss at the low down here, 373. Low of this candle here, 1891. Let's see here. Oops, that's not right. There we go. Okay, so I figured if that stopped me out, that's fine. Oh, don't tell me it's going to bounce, though, from there. I mean, 1891 held. Now the question is, do I jump in this as it's trying to move up? I don't know, it's always a little risky to do. It's breaking over it now. So that's kind of crazy. I moved my stop up too tight. I put in some limit orders. The limit orders got filled, so now I'm in higher than I was, risking a little more. I'll move my stop losses up. I don't know. I like the high volume that we saw on that dip buy. Get these things moved around here. There we go. I'm selling a couple of these positions that I have here on CCCL. I'll hold the remainder, put a stop down at 1887 just to lock up some of that profit. And I'm going to go ahead and just take everything off the table right there. So I'm up 271. And for now, I think I might call that good. I bet we probably go higher here on CCCL. So initially I got in CCCL off of this first, so you have the first 1 minute candle, right? So you mark a line on the high of that first 1 minute candle. And oftentimes that'll be a backtest area. After the move up through it. So we had a nice move up through it, came back. We didn't quite get down to it. I actually got in my first time on this on the VWAP. And then we were doing this sideways thing, and so I got back out of it because I didn't know. It didn't look the best to me. And then I let it move up, and it was starting to pull back. So I had my orders in here looking for that higher low and higher high, because if you know my trading style, I like to look for 5 minute consolidation and a 1 minute trend change. And we got it, but I didn't get filled. Much like the stock I was trading yesterday, my order was just too low. And sometimes that happens. So then I let it move up, and it closed over 1891, critical level. I let it back test, and there was also a level down here. So this is where it got me, is that I was playing off of 1891. So I got into it on that back test, actually got into it a couple times. And then I moved my stop losses up to the low of that candle, and then this one came down and stopped me out. So I just moved my stop up too tight, but then I jumped back in on this breakout move. Which it can be a little risky sometimes. It might have been better to wait for the next candle to pull back. But sometimes these things can just flat out fly if you don't get in it right away. So I took the chance on that, getting in higher. And so that was a nice win. I don't remember where I got into ANNX here. Oh yeah, I do remember. So it was another scenario where that first 1 minute candle right here, we couldn't close over that. We tried a couple of times, and this looks really a lot like POL yesterday. And we consolidated below that level for a while, and then we broke over it. And even though we were trading below the VWAP, I felt like it was a strong, indication to me that we closed above that level after the consolidation. So then I bought the back test on this red candle here, and I sold it as we were struggling, I think, around in this area. I think I scaled out half of it and then sold the rest. I almost added back on this pullback. And I'll show you an example here. And I know you guys are probably trading and stuff, and that's fine. So you can watch this later. But I wanted to take a look. Look at MSAI over here. Interesting. It got halted It's up over pre-market highs now. But it doesn't, it's just an upgrade, so I don't, you know, it looks good, but how far is it going to go? I don't know. But yeah, so I wanted to show you the same kind of scenario with POL yesterday. If you all are familiar with the stock yesterday, that gap that made a move up was 600 or 800%. It was pretty crazy. And I was watching it pre-market and it sold off, so I didn't trade it. But I'll show you what I was looking at on this one. And so let me get over here. So this is that pre-market move yesterday. Big gap up. I think it was, I don't know, was it like 100% at the time or 200? Whatever. And then it was just sideways. And it looked like on the hourly that it needed to consolidate. So I didn't touch it. And then it came up in that first 1 minute candle was the high right here. But this was the level here that we closed at 230. That was our highest close. And after that, we just, you know, faded away. And so knowing that that level was important and you could have been watching for a move back up to that level. As I click along here, let me just get further along. So 230, that's that level. We also had the pre-market high of 250, two very important levels. And so we're moving along. We're starting to make our moves up here. It's like, you know, we're still trading below the VWAP. I don't even have that on here, I don't think. That's weird. Anyways, so yeah, I wish I had the VWAP on here, but so here we are moving along, little consolidation here, breakout from this pattern, and look at us stair stepping up, and right up here this Doge candle, and then suddenly look at this breakout over that close, boom, and right through that highest close of the day, we broke through that. Look at the bull volume come in, the massive amount of buying. How many people were watching that signal? And then the 250 level. So we broke over that. We closed over it. That's really strong. We closed over pre-market highs. And then the next move was a pullback and a back test of 250. And that's a good entry. If you missed the initial move up, you could have got in on the back test, and look at this move up. Crazy, right? Just all the way up to that daily level. And then we rejected from that. We consolidated. And now we're looking at consolidation below a daily level. And why this stock moved like this, it didn't have news. I mean, I don't really know why. But as impressive as that move was, the next move was even greater. Look at that. Like, whoa. All the way up to like, what is it, $11? So just crazy, insane move with no news to look at. You know, I was done trading well before this ever came up to that level. But something to take note of, something to watch for in the future. Pay attention to those first few candles of the day. There are high probabilities of success there. So I wanted to point that out. It's pretty crazy. That was on the 1 minute time frame that I was looking at. See what I missed while I was talking here. All right, so ANNX. You know, the one thing about MSAI over here is the spread. I can't even zoom in far enough to look at this. It's moving around so quick. It's got like a 50-cent spread. Well, this is not surprising for a $12 stock. But this is the one that got halted a couple of times, and now it's, I don't know, it's starting to trend. Maybe there's something there, you know? But I'm being cautious. Yesterday, today, I'm just playing cautious. I'm done. Well, I say that sometimes, and then I'll end up taking another trade. We have a double bottom down here at this level. Will it hold? Finally testing the VWAP. 5 minute time frame. You know, it's very possible. So what we ended up having here is a 5 minute equilibrium setup. We don't have confirmation of that yet. So I'm glad I sold before, you know, and didn't hold to get through the high, because I don't want to sit here forever. Boom. So will we find support at the VWAP? below this level down here and then make our move up. 15-minute inside bars. If you look at the 15-minute right here, so that line in the sand, the must hold level is 1881. If we break that, and you know, then we'll start to see 15-minute consolidation. So we broke below the VWAP. Gotta hold. So that's 1881. This down here is our double bottom. Time frames aren't quite lining up. That's okay. SMFL selling off there. What did Mara do? Okay, what about MU? MU after consolidation, looking like it wants to break out back above the volume weighted average price. Got that big candle on the 15-minute time frame. So there's your range for the day, 86.02 and 83.37. We did manage to close above 84.69. Held it, but we didn't break the highs or the resistance points yet. And the biggest close to get over, again, is that first 1 minute candle of 85.05. Roughly. It looks like a saw. Anybody think that looks like a saw? Like one of those, you know, saws that get the little handle. Is it called a keyhole saw? That's what we used to call them when I was a kid. Got that really thin blade on it. Here's your handle, and your I see these a lot in the market, and I'm like, hey, there's a keyhole. All right, so CCL breaking down below the support. 15-minute consolidation is underway. The market is trending down on the, we have a 5-minute downtrend. What is it? Let me take a look here. Let's SPY. SPY. Five-minute time frame. Oh, that. What am I looking at over here? Oh yeah, okay. I was looking at the wrong thing. So it's an equilibrium. Possible tightening pattern there. Looks a lot like, guess what? This one, CCCL. So everybody's kind of pulling back now across the board from what I see. So I'd wait for that next little breakout from consolidation. Before I'm going to get out of here, but it looks like MSAI is pulling back pretty good there. Looking for this support to hold at your hourly level. Volume is light on that pullback. That's always a good sign. Resistance was 863. And it is now support. It hasn't been tested as support yet, but it can be assumed that that should be support if this one will give us a move higher. But we might find support at this double bottom, the EMA. You get the VWAP down here, lots of support levels. So I'm up $277.24. That is my high of day. Again, finishing at my high. And I was never green. 277.24. And that's how I'm going to finish with another smaller green candle. Not making huge strides here, but playing it cautious in a market where things are feeling a little shaky to me. So I'm just not going to overtrade or overstay my welcome. Anyways, Andrew, thanks for the comments. Thanks for the stock suggestions. I took one stab at MU, and I think I was red on that one. I do believe. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, I think I traded a breakout on that. Tried to. I don't remember where that was though. No, I didn't trade MU. Actually, that was Mara. I got confused. Yeah, that was Mara. I tried to trade this breakout play somewhere right here. I bought the top. How do you like that? Nice. Buy the top. You have a great day too, sir. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate all the comments and stuff. It's nice to be able to trade alongside people, others like-minded. I try to talk trading to people from work, and it's just kind of like over their heads because nobody really knows what it is that I do. So, all right. So here's, I like to show this off sometimes, just so you know, I'm not lying. I did make $277. Those are the stocks that traded. I lost 173 on Mara. ANNX and CCL and SMFL were good winners for me today. PRZO wasn't so bad. Most of these were on the gap scan this morning that I pulled off of Trade Ideas, who I'm not affiliated with, but I use them because they are the best scanner that I could find. And that's it for me. You guys have a good rest of your Thursday. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning, bright and early. Bye.